Hello and welcome to the studio. I'm Georgia Stock and I'm here with Raneem Almansour. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm so excited to get you into the studio today because I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time now, becoming one of my new and beloved friends. I'm so happy to get in here and talk to you. So my first question for you is, how has your high school career been going? I know that you're a sophomore right now and you're starting to get to the point where it's like junior year, you're almost to the toughest year. So what's it been like for you?
So this is gonna sound really cliche, but I love high school.
Good.
Like, it's just like everything that I've seen in the American high school movies when I was growing up. And it's so fun being able to choose your own classes, who you're with, and being able to just like go around different groups and just like be with your friends all the time. I really like that aspect of high school.
Oh, and that's one of my favorite parts about high school too, especially just being around like different people and especially different environments too. I think that's really cool. But like you said, you used to live in Saudi Arabia.
I did.
So that's also another main reason why I wanted to come and talk to you, because I wanted to ask you, how has moving from Saudi Arabia to America like changed your life? How has it impacted like many decisions in your life and your family and stuff like that?
So basically, I was born in Saudi Arabia. My entire family's there, both my mom and my dad's side. And I moved here when I was in first grade, and it took so much getting used to.
Yeah.
Because it was like being around all my cousins and all my family and stuff, and then just moving into like a place where I didn't even speak the language.
Right.
So the hardest part about it was learning English. It took me like 3 months to learn, but it was because I was younger. So like when you're younger, you pick up languages a lot easier.
Yeah.
And so my mom spent like 3 months teaching me the language.
Right.
And being around people really helped me understand it more.
Yeah. And what's the biggest difference from America and Saudi Arabia? Like what?
Definitely the people. Like that's
really?
one of the biggest differences is the people, because people over there are so much more private, I guess. And here people are so much more open.
Straightforward, yeah.
Straightforward and open towards things. And then also another thing is people here go out in PJs.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna, like,
Right.
that is not a thing there. It's like so different. And then when I was in first grade, I moved here, and that's when I learned the language and everything. And I lived in Martin, Tennessee for a year, and then I moved to Murfreesboro, and I lived there for a year. And then I lived in Nashville for 2 years, and then I moved to St. Louis, Missouri, and lived there for a year.
You have been all over. You have been all over the nation.
And it's awesome. My mom could get her master's degree in early childhood education. And then we moved back to Saudi Arabia for 2 years, and those 2 years were like the best 2 years ever.
Yeah.
Because it was so fun, and I was like in middle school, and it was like so fun over there. And then I moved back here in summer of 2019.
Oh,
and
I love that.
now I'm here at Oak Mountain.
Yes, and we're so happy that you're here. And my other question for like specifically Saudi Arabia, like what has been the biggest, I don't know, like difference, when I mean like difference like food wise and like environmentally wise, like what's been the biggest change, and like what's been your favorite change about it?
So I'm going to start this off by saying people in Saudi Arabia, we are nocturnal basically. When I went there this summer, I would go to bed at 9 a.m. and I would wake up at 6 p.m. and that was when I would start my day.
Right.
So the biggest like thing getting used to is how here people get up at like 5:30, 5 in the morning, and they like go work out, go to the gym, go to school, and then after school go to practice, and then just go home, do all their work and stuff. And it's like so hard getting used to that American lifestyle basically, where everything is so organized. Whereas there, another thing, we have maids and drivers over there, and that's considered normal. Like middle class people, like we're considered middle class people over there, and we had a maid and a driver.
Wow.
And that's also something else. Like here I have to do my own laundry.
Yeah.
And like
you have more like greater responsibilities. I will say that,
more.
coming from someone who was born here, raised here. But what's it like having your whole family living on the other half of the world, and then you and your sister, and then your parents and your brothers? Like, what's it like? Like, do y'all miss them a lot?
It's so hard. Like, it's actually so hard.
Yeah.
Because they were such a big part of our life when we were there. We would always hang out every single weekend. Another thing, weekends are Thursdays, Fridays, and Sunday is school days. Like, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is considered a weekend, and then Sunday through Thursday is like weekdays.
Wow. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's so
really
much better because Sundays are already so stressful.
Seem a lot better. But my other question for you is, so coming to America and like settling down here, what have been some of the hobbies that you've been picking up here? I know one of them is SGA, so tell me a little bit about that.
So SGA is literally the best decision I've made this year, and I'm running again next year. I have no idea what for yet, but I will figure it out.
really good. So I know that we just had our color run. So what did you think of the color run? I mainly wanted to ask you about that. I loved it. It was so much fun.
It was so fun. And being someone who's been personally affected by cancer because of my family, my great aunt passed away due to cancer, and my grandma's currently battling cancer. So it really meant a lot that I got to go out there and help raise money for such a cause that was so close. Like it was personal, you know? And it was just so fun seeing everybody there supporting, all my friends showing up, running for it, and the colors. That was such a fun part.
It was just, it's such a fun thing to do, and especially because, like you said, you're giving back to such a good cause, and especially because, like you said, it's personal too. It was personal for me too because my aunt, she had metastatic breast cancer, I believe, or one type of breast cancer.
That's the same kind of cancer my aunt had.
And so it's just been, it's such a great cause, and I love that we do it every single year. But my final question for you is, so what are you looking forward to at the end of your high school career? Like, what are you looking forward to in the next 2 years?
So in the next 2 years, I'm going to choose classes that I think are going to benefit me the most when I go back to my country. Because I'm going to go back there for college, hopefully.
That'll be
And
good,
I want to be an anesthesiologist.
Ooh,
as of right now.
Okay.
It might change, but that's what we're going for. So I want to do challenging classes that might help me later on. And I also just want to live my life to the fullest because I only have a few years of high school left. And I've really enjoyed going to the football games. Homecoming week was so fun.
Homecoming week
literally
is always
the best week.
Oh, it's amazing.
And I'm just trying to I'm trying to savor the moments and enjoy it and live in the moments because I only have 2 more years of this left.
I know, and it's so crazy to think, since I'm a junior, I only have 1 more year left
I
of
know.
this. And I'm like,
I can never do that.
And I'm just like, I wish time would stop. So my suggestion for you is that since you're a sophomore, take every single moment you can and spend it with your friends and do whatever you can to fulfill your life to the fullest, especially in high school.
That's great advice.
But those are all the questions I have for you, and I'm so happy that I got to bring you in here and talk to you, and I'm so glad that I was able to actually meet you and develop this new friendship.
I'm so honored, and I'm so glad SJ brought us together.
Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Of course.
As for Oak Mountain Media, I'm Georgia Stock. If you would like to check out more of our content, you can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, all at OakMTN Media. And if you'd like to check out more of our infographics and any more of our audio interviews, you can check them out at oakmtnmedia.com. Thank you so much.